saw that hey, Todd, I got one little tidbit because I just started a new chapter. That neoliberalism was born in the country of Chile, and I can't remember what the event was. I think it was in the 70s, but I think you might be touching upon neoliberalism. Neoliberalism and the history of American nationalism and all the garbage that's come out of this country. Take 3, Dan. Take it away. Who are we talking to? Poltergeist lady? Or?
The most accurate term you could use to describe a government's protecting people's freedom from Adam and Eve to the present is Americanism.
Hey!
Americanism is the friend. Real Americans are the friends. Americanism, the real Americans have always been the friend.
What is meant by an American nationalist?
Americanism is little government. People and big people. And it was with the rebels in colonial times today's real Americans recognize their true identity, are conscious of who they are and what they believe, are proud of who they are. Never try to hide their identity, and they represent approximately 5% of our population. As it was with the loyalists in colonial times, today's socialist Americans recognized their true identity, are conscious of who they are and of what they believe, and they represent approximately 5% of our population. But the big difference from colonial times is that today most socialist Americans are not proud of who they are, try hard to hide their true identity, will never admit to anyone that they are socialist, and in fact, they strongly deny to everyone that they are socialist. And of course,
They are what?
What? Go ahead. Your turn.
They denied everyone what?
They deny everyone that they're socialist.
Oh. So is that the Republicans? How do you open? Are the Republicans the socialists that are in the closet or what?
No, the Democrats are more of socialists. They're the ones like, oh.
Well, they're the ones that are open about it, but you said there's some that keep it secret.
Huh?
I thought you mentioned there's closet socialists.
They're closet socialists, yeah.
Well, the Democrats aren't closet socialists; they're openly socialists. Then it must be the Republicans.
Anyone that wants to get a paycheck for doing nothing is a socialist.
Well, then the Republicans are closet socialists.
What?
I said the Republicans are closet socialists. Gosh, you made me cough.
Tell you the truth, both of them are socialists, but we won't get into that. And of course, as it was with the cowardly neutrals in colonial times, today's pseudo-Americans recognize their true identity, are conscious of who they are, and of the fact that they prefer to remain neutral, strongly to try to justify that neutrality. Marshmallows. Yeah, marshmallows where their guts should be, and they represent approximately 90% of our population. They prefer to sit on the fence or stay in the middle of this road. Few Americans need to be reminded that there are only two things in the middle of the road: yellow lines and dead skunks. Neither of the roaders get hit by traffic from both sides and deserve it for staying in the middle. It is interesting to note that the real Americans recognize who the socialist Americans are, that the socialist Americans recognize who the real Americans are.
Oh my gosh, you're talking in circles. Please stop.
Who the pseudo-Americans are, but that the pseudo-Americans can't recognize
You're talking
who
in
the real
circles.
Americans are, and the socialist Americans are. And sometimes the pseudo-Americans even find it difficult to recognize their own asshole. As it was with the rebels in colonial times, today the real Americans fighting for freedom, respect, socialist Americans fighting for slavery.
The only way to live is sinful. You're supposed to just let yourself die, apparently.
Are we done yet?
I said, if the only way to live is sinful, then you're just supposed to let yourself die instead of do the sin. So,
What's sinful?
if
What?
marijuana,
What?
marijuana is sinful.
Marijuana's sinful? Yeah, you're a
Well, I was just supposed to stop smoking and let myself die like 6 months ago, and I've been living in sin for 6 months because I wanted to keep living.
According to Abu Dhabi, you're living in...
Just because I want to stay alive is no excuse to sin.
Anyway. I think I made my point.
Did I ruin your high?
Maybe if you ever come on a lower class, that's
Like,
good though.
this just don't mean shit to me anymore.
What?
That I was reading your mind. You're like, this shit don't mean shit to me anymore.
This shit don't mean shit. Here's a bunch of shit, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it is the history of American nationalism, and we were told some version of it. We should share our version of American nationalism.
They got here, they should have put on a fucking